I don't know where all the cows went because it was a long night and the cows were making noise all night long. And now it's morning and I don't see a single cow anywhere. They must have gone into the shade or something because it's getting pretty hot right now. I'm gonna pack up camp. I have about a 2.5 mile ride to the river down here. I'm gonna fill up my water because I've only got this like 3/4 of a water bottle left. It's crazy hot. I'm gonna be drinking a lot today. And this river is my last known opportunity to find water. Hopefully I'll be able to find some water somewhere else along the way, but yeah, water is definitely an issue out here. So I'm gonna pack stuff up, eat really quick, and then hit the road. Alright, I'm at the road again. I'm gonna go left here. I'm not gonna fill up my water here. I'm gonna take a chance and hope that there's a better place to fill up my water bottles down the road this way. So I think it's about 2 more miles to the river. Look at all these bugs in the road. Can you see them? Just everywhere. After being on those dirt roads and trails all day yesterday, this paved road is super nice. I'm gonna be doing a lot of uphill climbing today. Like I'm going uphill right now, but it's pretty gradual. So I'm still going, you know, pretty good speed, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of uphill climbing today. I probably won't go super far for the day overall because yeah, I think I have a 2,000 foot climb I'm going over. And there's a couple little downhills, but otherwise it's all uphill today. There's hardly any cars on this road, which is great. I've only had 1 car pass me so far. I had to stop here because look at these birds right here. There's the parent and a baby. See them? I'll try to zoom in a little more. There they are. That's cool. What kind of bird is that? I don't know exactly. Like some kind of stork or something. An egret? I don't know. You tell me. You see those mountains off in the distance, kind of behind the barn there? That's where I'm going. Up, up and away. Man, this looks like it could be the river up here. I gotta see if I can get down to the water and fill up my water bottles. I wasn't able to film myself filling up my water bottles there. It's too dangerous. I had to get down way on the ledge of the water and lean over. I didn't want to risk dropping the camera in or something like that. So I filled up my water bottles. I got 2.5 water bottles. It's getting hot and I'm going uphill. So hopefully that's enough to get me through till the next water stop, which I have no idea where it is, frankly. So fingers crossed. So I just stopped to look at my map to see where the next possible water source would be. And it looks like there's a lake or a pond about 10 miles up. And by up, I mean up, because it's a 2,000 foot climb. And my phone says it'll take 2.5 hours to get there, to go 10 miles. At the moment, I'm going 8 miles an hour up a slight hill, but I'm about to hit a much steeper hill. towards the top it gets really steep. So, oh dear, it's gonna be a good one. Look, there's a bunch of sheep up here. Look at this sign here. It says motorcycle and truck advisory, sharp curves, steep grades, next 15 miles. What about bicycles? This is beautiful. Even though I'm going uphill, I like it. I'm going 7 miles an hour at the moment, but yeah, loving the view. I've entered the steeper part of the climb now. I'm only going 4 miles an hour. Oh, it's brutal. Hot, hilly, and brutal. Beautiful though. All right, here's my turn. Soapstone Pass, 2 miles to the top. I can do 2 miles, come on, Darren. 2 miles, that's like nothing. Of course, the road disappears. It's back to dirt now. Say goodbye to the paved road. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, I'm in the wrong gear. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, it's kind of paved at the moment. Hey, I'll take this. This ain't bad. Of course, it's gonna get crazy steep right here. Oh, there goes the paved part. Now it turns to gravel. Ugh. This ain't too bad either. I pulled over under this tiny little bit of shade right here in the road. It is hot. And I'm going uphill for a very long time. I have been. Got 2 more miles on this dirt road, but I'm in my lowest gear. It's sandy, and my tires are kind of slipping. These tires are not really made for sand. They're more road tires, but they can handle some off-road. But yeah, they're a little slippery. I'm freaking beat, man. My all cotton mouth here. I want to drink more water, but I just don't know where the next water source is. So I'm just trying to conserve what I got. I got like a bottle and a half left at the moment. Whew. Feels good to just stop. Just that tiny little bit of shade makes such a huge difference. Let me get some water. Oh man. It's really nice scenery though. Like, this is what you dream about for bike touring. A little flatter perhaps would be nice, but it's not too bad. I've climbed worse for sure. Okay, here we go. This hill is brutal. What's my strategy for tackling hills like this one? Generally just to go slow. I take lots of breaks. I go from one patch of shade up to the next one, take a break, go to the next patch of shade, take a break, and just do that over and over again until I get to the top. So I'm almost to the top. I think I got about another half mile or so, which sounds like nothing, but when you're going like 1 mile an hour, pushing the bike up a hill through the sand is pretty slow. It's pretty windy right now, which feels great, honestly, in the shade here. I'm getting to that point in the day where I could camp pretty much anywhere. The problem is I only have half a bottle of water, not enough to get me through the night. So I'm really just looking for a place to camp tonight that has water nearby, or I could fill up water right now and then just camp somewhere nearby. And shade would be nice because it's really hot. Like here is freaking perfect in the shade. I love this, but out there in the sun, it's brutal. It's just beating down on you as you push the heavy bike uphill. So anyways, that was my rest break here. Time to keep going. We're almost to the top. Oh dear, it just keeps going up. I think I'm just about at the top here, which thank goodness, because I'm almost out of water. I'm so tired. I just wish there was a river up here. Don't know if I'm gonna have to go all the way down to find a stream or something. Yeah, this is the top. I got about 100 more meters to go. Look. That's the top of the pass right there. I'm so close. Go Darren, go Darren, go! So beautiful over here, look at this. I'd love to just camp right in there. Oh yeah. Need some water though. Someone's camping over there. Their RV. Part of me is tempted to go and just ask somebody for a bunch of water, but they need their water too. So this has been a very long day of cycling. Look at these wildflowers. Almost there. Check out the view ahead of me now. Let me go read this sign. Oh, bear country. Oh yeah. I just spotted something. So I'm right here. I'm gonna go down this and look at, there's a stream or a river right there. So I'm hoping I can camp somewhere in this area. I'll just go to find some water, or I could go this direction too, but I'm kind of going this way. So we'll go down to there, see if we can find some water. campsite is like right by the side of the road here, which is not so good, but I could push my tent back in the trees or something. And in the morning, all these trees will block the sun, which is something that didn't happen this morning. There are some more campgrounds down here, so I could explore down a little further. But the main thing I'm interested in, oh, here we go. Look at this. This is better. There's a nice little tree area right there. I'm gonna move over there. But anyways, the main thing I'm interested in is the water, because I think over here is the stream. I'm gonna move my bike. Look at right there. Look at that little spot. It's much better than over here. I'm gonna move my bike over there. Then we're gonna take a walk down to the stream over there and see if there's any actual water flowing through there. If there's no water over here, I'm gonna have to keep going because I have literally nothing left. This doesn't look good. I don't see or hear any water. Shoot. It looks like there's water, but I don't see it. You can see, oh, I hear water now. I hear it. I can hear it. Oh my gosh, it's just a little trickle, but that's all I need. This is perfect. Check it out. Woo! Awesome. Nice little area here. Perfect. I can take a little shower too. Oh. The water is like the perfect temperature. It's cold, like it's definitely snow runoff, but it's freaking perfect. Feels so good. Just it's so hot out here that cold water. Oh man! And to drink it tastes wonderful. I think that's one of the things I like. That's one of the things that I like so much about bicycle touring is it makes you appreciate just like simple things like water. When you don't have it and then you have it again, it's like the best thing in the world. Alright. Filled that one up. Now I'll just fill this up a little bit. Yeah, buddy. Whew. Today was an exhausting day. Lots of uphill climbing. Ugh. So I got my tent all set up here in the shade. I took my shoes off, which is the most wonderful feeling in the entire world after you've been riding your bike all day and you're like dirty and nasty. Look at my feet, like they're totally white almost in comparison to my legs. Speaking of feet, do you want to hear a funny story? Speaking of feet, I was in Poland and I was riding my bike from Poznan, Poland to Gdansk, Poland, and then up into Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, etc. after that. And anyway, so I forget what town I was in Poland, just some town in the middle of nowhere, and I stopped at this like little river. It was kind of like a park, you could walk along the parkway and look at this river in the middle of the city. So I just stop with my bike and I sit down kind of like I am right now, but I had my shoes on and I wasn't in my tent. I was just sitting there at the park looking at the river passing. And after a few minutes of sitting there, these two girls came over and they sat next to me, probably about, 15 feet away down the river. And with these two girls was a really big, like, ogre sort of looking man. And he was older than them, and they just didn't seem like they went together, So, and these girls are pretty good looking too, by the way. So I notice after they sit down that the guy is interviewing the two girls, and at first I just thought like, oh, this is some sort of like university project or something, like they're university students and they have to like interview each other or something. But after like 30 seconds of this interview, I noticed that the guy was like filming the whole interview like from the angle of the girls' feet. So like the girls had their shoes off like I do now, and he was shooting their feet in the foreground and their faces were in the background, and behind them was me and my bicycle. And in an instant I realized that these were not probably university students shooting a project for class, but these were girls shooting some sort of foot fetish film. and there I was in the background. So what's the moral of this story? Well, there isn't one, but it's just funny. And probably somewhere out there is a foot fetish film with Darren Alff, the bicycle turned pro, sitting there cluelessly in the background for about 30 seconds before I figured out what was going on, jumped back on my bicycle, and pedaled down the road. So there's my funny little story for you for today. If you see that film, by the way, please send it to me. I'd love to see that. Okay. I got some trail mix. I'm just gonna eat this. I am so tired, like I want to just lay down, but I'm afraid that if I do, I might fall asleep. And then it's so early that if I fall asleep now, I'm gonna wake up, it's gonna be like 10 o'clock at night, and I'll be wide awake, so I can't fall asleep. All right. So tonight for dinner, I am going to make the second can of vegetarian vegetable soup. I'm also going to make this organic, savory, Mexican-style black beans. Just going to eat them plain, like a chili or something, I guess. And that's going to be my dinner. Woo! Do you want to see everything I have in my cook set? This is everything that I need to cook meals out on the road right here. So I carry the pot in this little lightweight net just to keep it all together. So I have a lid. This is a titanium lid and a titanium pot. I'm not exactly sure how big this is, maybe like 40 ounces or something. And has a little handle there. Then I have the actual like stove, which is in here, and it comes out and folds out like so, something like this. And then this attaches to the top of the gas canister, which I have stored inside the pot. There it is. So this just kind of goes on top like this. You screw it on. If I can screw it. Like that, right? And then, so I got the pot and the lid, and then I have a lighter to light the stove with, and I have this like spoon fork combo thing, and that is essentially it. I also have a knife. It's up on my handlebar bag, and I carry it separate from the cook set because if I just need to access my knife, like to defend myself or something, I have it in my handlebar bag and I can access it very quickly. But if I'm cooking something that requires a knife, which I am not tonight, then I can just get it from my handlebar bag. But otherwise, that's everything that I carry. I don't carry spices and all the, I don't know, a cutting board and plates and all that kind of thing. I just eat straight out of this or this. So like the soup, I'll cook it in here, and I'll just eat it straight out of here. And when I'm finished with that, then I'll cook the beans in the exact same pot. I won't even wash it probably. I'll just put the beans in and cook them up and eat it straight out of this pot as well. So if I was doing like pasta or something, I might put this sauce in this little tray and cook the noodles in the big pot. And then I would, you know, before I cook the sauce, I would strain the noodles out with the lid. And then I would cook the sauce really quick over the stove. So it's pretty much everything you need right there. You can't get super fancy, but I don't know. This is the way I do it. I know that there are people out there that bring all sorts of ingredients and cooking gear and 2 different stoves and a coffee maker and all kinds of crazy things on their bike tours. I'm not one of those people. Like, I feel like this is a lot of space by itself to take up on my bike, and so I don't want to carry much more than this, and that's what I carry. So I'm gonna cook this soup now. Just light this. There we go. And I just pop the lid here. A lot of cans don't have that little lid thing, and people ask me, do you carry a can opener? No, I don't. I just use my knife. I cut the can open with the knife, like old school. Just be careful not to like chop your finger off when you're doing that. But yeah, I've done that for 20 years. I've never carried a can opener. Or maybe I have actually carried a can opener and then I just never used it. Or I discovered that it wasn't worth using or worth carrying, so I just stopped packing it. A lot of things like that on my bike tours that I thought that I would need originally, and then you just discover, yeah, you barely ever use them, so why pack them? Like even this, like every little thing that you pack should be thought about, you know? And this is a lighter. I think I found this lighter in a campsite, and it's a big lighter, and in reality I don't need one this big. I could get something much smaller, half this size, you know, would be fine. So little things like that I'm thinking about all the time. Is like I really should put a smaller lighter in here because I'm carrying extra weight that I don't need. Last night, there were all those cows around my campsite, which was kind of cool. Like, it was kind of fun just to watch them and stuff. But God, they were so freaking noisy all night long. I didn't sleep well last night. Whereas tonight, I don't see cows anywhere. So I should sleep a lot better. The only difference is here, there's a much greater chance of like wild animals like bears and moose and stuff wandering into my campsite, whereas last night with all those cows around, I don't think that would have happened. So like I'm right here up against the forest. Like it's very easy for an animal to just walk out of that forest and be in my campsite. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful with food and things like that tonight. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I honestly think I'll sleep better tonight, just because it's gonna be quiet. Alright, well that just about does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would do me a quick favor before you leave, just hit that little like button there on YouTube. That really does a lot to help me out. I really appreciate it a whole lot. Also, if you know somebody that would enjoy this video, please share the video with them. I am very quickly approaching the 100,000 subscriber mark here on YouTube, and I would like to hit that 100,000 very soon. So you sharing this video does a lot to help me reach that goal. So thank you in advance for sharing this video and all of my other Bicycle Touring Pro videos with your friends, family members, co-workers, etc. If you want to learn how to conduct your own bicycle touring adventures like you've seen me do in this video here, be sure to head on over to my website, bicycletouringpro.com. You can sign up for my free email newsletter, and you will receive a ton of information that you can use to conduct your own long-distance, multi-day bike tours anywhere in the world. If you are ready right now, however, to conduct your own bike tour and you want to know everything and anything there is to know about long-distance cycling, be sure to pick up a copy of my best-selling book, The Bicycle Touring Blueprint. This is my 400-page guide that will teach you everything that you need to know in order to conduct your own long-distance bike tours anywhere in the world. Also, while you're on my website, go to biketourshop.com. That is my store where I sell t-shirts, games, the bike bags, the panniers, and everything else that you need to get started with bicycle travel. So biketourshop.com in order to go to the store. My book is in there as well. My website, bicycletouringpro.com, is where you can sign up for my free email newsletter. All right, guys, that is it. I am Darren Alff from bicycletouringpro.com. Once again, I appreciate your support so much, and I can't wait to see you out on the road sometime soon. Bye.